We are live! Welcome back, everyone, to Avatar Legends, The Secrets of War. We are on episode 5. I am so sorry for last week. We unfortunately had to push the episode because a certain social media platform decided to go and crap the bed, and it kind of messed up Streamlabs. So, yeah, thanks a lot, Zuckerberg. But beyond that, yes, we are so happy to be back with you guys this week. It's a little bit smaller of a cast, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to have a lot of fun tonight. Miss Justice, her dogs had puppies, so you know that's a thing. I don't know where Corey's at, but he'll be back at some point. But yeah, we are a group of people that play Avatar, the tabletop role-playing game. If you have not watched any of our episodes, we'll, in just a second, give you a little bit of a recap of where we're at in the story. But before we do that, why don't we go around and let everyone introduce themselves, then we'll do a little bit of the legal mumbo-jumbo, and then dive right into the game. So, first up, we're going to talk about me. Hi, I'm Rune. I'm the GM. I'm the one that, helps everyone out with this, but that's not important. Let's just go over to Pancake. Pancake, who is you?
Hello, I am Pancake. I am going to be playing a wrestler, Kyun. He comes from the great grand city of Amashu. I forgot the name for a minute. Sorry.
Oh, that didn't work.
And he is here to kick bubblegum and chew ass.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, loud, arrogant. You would expect it out of a wrestler.
Very fair, very fair. All right, and where can people find you online, by the way?
You can find me at the handle pancake1_5. I don't want to be that guy. Please follow me on Twitch and subscribe to my YouTube. I'm like teetering on Twitch currently.
Do the thing. I
want affiliate.
He does. He's going to be working with us on a lot of other projects. We have a lot more in the books here at Artificer Alley. Well, we'll talk about those after we go around the table a little bit more. Well, metaphorical table, of course. Let's go over to Heda. Heda, who is you?
Hello, I'm Hinahime, and I play Sakari on our Avatar Legends game. I am a Foggy Swamp Water Tribe waterbender. So like plants and vines and stuff.
Very nice. All right. And you are not currently doing any? I'm working on trying to get his little avatar dude back in here. I forgot how big they are. But yeah, you are currently not working on any online projects, are you?
I'm not working on anything right now, no.
Okay, well, if you're not working on anything, why don't you give us an idea? Are you currently into any series or anything? Anything you've been watching?
Well, so I have been watching Delicious in Dungeon on Netflix.
Oh, that is a fun one. Yeah, especially if you're a fan of Smosh. There's a certain voice actor.
It is, once you point it out, you can't unhear it.
Oh, I know, right? But you gotta love them. You gotta love them. Yeah, I highly recommend that series, actually. Okay, so our guest for today, Shorty. Who is you?
Hey, I'm Shorty Mafia. I am playing Allah again. I am a weapons specialist who grew up in the wilderness with his master. He turned 18. He was told to go out and venture and see what the world's about.
Hell yeah. And what's a really cool thing about Shorty is he's actually starting to work with our other channel in our geekdom, and we're going to have him doing a bunch of anime related content for you guys. So look forward to that. And he also does a little bit of his own streaming. Do you want to give yourself a shout out and everything for what you do online streaming wise?
Sure. I stream over on Twitch. I mostly stream Rust, Minecraft, and Sea of Thieves. But with me doing the new anime talk show, I will also be incorporating probably more of that into my streams as well.
Very fair, very fair. And we're looking forward to that. That's going to be really fun. I'll definitely be guesting on that one a lot because, of course I will. But yeah, and you're going to be working with us on some of our upcoming tabletop projects, which I think that gives us a good opportunity to maybe reveal a few that we have in the works for anyone that doesn't know. If you're enjoying these types of games that we've been doing, starting on the first Wednesday of next month, our Artificer owner Ben You guys know Ben. He's great. Ben is going to be running the Power Rangers role-playing game. So look forward to that. Because, you know, who doesn't like a good throwback? I'm going to be playing in that series as well, so that's very fun for anyone that's a fan of Power Rangers. And on the 15th of next month, we're launching we have a new subscriber. Thank you, House of Games, Tennessee. House of Games is actually one of our sponsors as well. I don't think that we have a code for them sent to me yet, but we'll try and see if we do have a code. We'll get that out to everyone at the break. But yeah, so on the 15th of next month, we will be launching the Fallout role-playing game, and that is one that yours truly will be running again. So yeah, very much looking forward to that. We're gonna try and play it alongside the new Fallout series that comes out next month, as well as Fallout London. So a lot of awesome stuff when it comes to that. But yeah, those are our next two projects that we have coming up. So yeah, thank you very much for sharing the stream. All right, so legal stuff first before we dive into the recap. Legal stuff that we have to go over is, of course, this is Avatar Legends, the role-playing game owned by Magpie Games. We'll also make a lot of other really amazing games if you want to go and check out their library. So anything that we do in this game is not canon to the main series. Any characters that we bring in from the series are owned by Magpie Games, Nickelodeon, and Viacom. Yeah, those companies and stuff. Thank you for making a pretty cool game that we get to play. So we have House of Games, who has donated some of the equipment that we have here. Good. Oh, Eli Bernie does the art. Look at that art. Look at those characters. They look like they're straight out of the TV show. It's beautiful. We love it. And we do have at the break, thanks to Magpie Games, we are going to be giving out a Avatar Legends starter set. This is a great way to jump into the game that we are going to be playing. So make sure that you are in the chat on the break, so that way we can give away another one of these amazing starter sets, because we want to give back to the crowd, to the audience, to you that remembered to hit the subscribe and like and whatever else buttons that there are. I know which one of you haven't done it yet, and I'm so ashamed. How could you? But we're still going to move on anyway. So let's see. Do we have anyone? Luxon Music. They make the music that's in certain parts of this. Oh, it's all good, Loki. It's all good. All right. But yeah, so do you guys remember what happened last week? Well, not last week, but the week before. Do you remember what happened on the last episode? A little bit. Yeah, Hina. Well, things happened. Things went down. It got crazy because you guys were fleeing from the horrible situation that was happening on that prison cargo ship. You were getting away, unfortunately, after not succeeding at being able to rescue your good friend. You are, you got back onto land. You don't know exactly where, but you fled into the forest to try and evade the Fire Nation soldiers that were after you. I hit something I can't see. All right, so oh yeah, Big Papa M was our first winner. But yeah, so you guys made it on land. You started to flee into the forest when you ran across a strange man hiding in a little thatch covered building that he had made for himself out in the middle of nowhere. Mr. Allah, played by Shorty there, met up with you guys, and he was going to show you how to get to the closest town so that way you could get shelter and hopefully be able to hide out for a little bit. But on the way there, you ran into the traitorous Poe, the former ally of you that had recently, been interrogating your close friend, very much somehow, related to the Fire Nation. He surrounded you guys with a bunch of Fire Nation soldiers, but you guys were able to swiftly beat down the Fire Nation soldiers, but Poe got away. And now we are back to the current. Yeah, that's what happened last week. So welcome back, everyone. We are going to start out with you guys just getting done with the saddening fact that Poe did get away. You guys are still a little bit of a ways from the closest town, but you have not you haven't had any more disturbances that you can tell in the few moments that have passed since then. Like the Fire Nation soldiers, unless you guys did something to them, they scrambled off whenever they got consciousness again. That's up to you guys. If you guys want to do something to them first, let me know.
Can we loot the dead body of the guy I stabbed in the eyes?
Say what? Loot that
Can we
body?
No, loot it. See
that
if there's
body.
anything.
Loot
Yeah,
that
see if there's anything
body.
valuable.
That body now.
All right, all right.
That mother.
All right, so you're going to loot the guy. All right. I don't even know if there's a table for looting in this game, to be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, you're searching through his pockets. You find that he has like a little locket. When you open it up, you can see that it's the man with a wife and child. He has
Sucks to be
like
them.
yeah, I mean, he has a
Damn.
little bit of money on him. Not a whole lot. He probably has more back on the ship, but he kept a little bit with him just in case maybe he came across like a stand or something. But yeah, you don't really find anything of real value beyond that on him.
I'll be honest, I don't understand how men like them can have wives and children at home and still do the stuff that they're out here doing.
It's just a soldier's job. Every soldier has a job. They got to do it.
Hey, I'm gonna throw an odd question out there. My fatigue hasn't reset, right?
It has not.
And neither is mine. Then
I am about
Alright.
passed out on the floor currently.
All right, hold on, because I do have a way to help with that. I just have to because I never get to use it at all.
Let me look at my bag of tricks.
Let me look at my bag of tricks because I never get to use my move for this.
Right?
It's the one move that
sessions.
Wait, yeah.
Like session 5.
Yeah. Let me see real quick because I have it saved. I just never get to use it at all.
That's fair. Well, there's guide and comfort as well that can help. Well, there's that help action too. So
Actually, yeah,
there's
that's
ways you could roll into it. Yeah, you would just assist him, and you'd be able to assist him to where you wouldn't take any type of well, you would still take a movement penalty, but it would be like half the amount. But we're not like doing a grid, so it's not that important. But yeah, you got banged up, dude.
I got messed up pretty bad.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Pretty bad.
But yeah, so yeah, Kyun, I would say, is not able to walk very well by himself, but with the assistance of both of you, I would say that he would at least be able to get by enough to where you guys could like get movement going.
I say let's go ahead and get somewhere safe first, and then I'll see about performing any healing things that we need to do.
All right,
I'm
so I
gonna-
guess we get on both sides of him and help him walk towards the village.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and get us as a whole on out of here.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. Who would you say out of the two of you is probably giving the most assistance to Kyun while you're moving along?
Her, since I have 2 fatigue myself, so
Okay.
I'm still a little banged up as well.
Okay, so I would say then, Hina, can you give me a assess the situation roll?
Oh boy. Okay.
Because I would
Yeah,
say
let
you
me go
guys are
ahead.
having to focus a little bit more on the just keeping yourself upright movement.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that real quick.
Yeah.
$12.
12. Okay. I would say that as you are traveling along, you start to smell a lot more in the air, that smell of smoke. You can see through the tree slightly that it is not in the way that you guys are heading towards, though.
So we should definitely keep going the direction we're headed because that snow is headed away from us, thankfully.
Yeah, I'd probably just try to expedite a little bit so that we don't get caught up in the weather.
Thank you, John. For
Yeah.
that.
Let's go ahead and put a little pedal to the metal.
Okay. So you guys
Hobble faster.
just hobble the best that you can, young Q. So you guys do travel on for a while. I would say that it probably takes you another about 30 minutes with having to deal with, the terrain. Although definitely more traveled than the earlier parts of the forest, it's still a little bit difficult for Kyun to, get over some of the terrain, but it takes you guys about 30 minutes. You can see off in the distance that there is this is you guys are still pretty late in night. I would say probably around 4 in the morning at this point. You can see off in the distance that there is there's a wall around this small village, but it looks like it's pretty well put together. But you do see up on one of the towers that there is a light lit, and you're starting to hear a bell being rung and some form of, you're starting to hear the inner workings of people starting to come out of rest out towards the village.
I'd probably try to announce our presence because it sounds like the guards are coming out.
That might not be a good idea. If they're looking for us.
Well, to be fair, I don't know exactly why y'all are wanted. So for me, natural to try to announce that we're coming. It'd be a normal thing for me to do.
No, yeah, yeah, I don't think we should do that anyway. Because you just stabbed a guy in the eyeballs with needles. I don't think you're going to be I don't think the Fire Nation thinks very highly of you at the moment either. In
That's
the
fair.
eyeballs.
That is fair.
Let's pop up into a hiding space nearby so that we can kind of see if we can hear what they're saying, why people are getting roused from sleep and all that fun stuff.
I guess that makes sense.
Okay.
So
Especially since I gotta help y'all feel a little bit better as soon as possible.
Now, I will say trying to sneak with Yoon is going to make it a bit more difficult for you.
yeah.
Can I just drag him behind a tree?
I mean, yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, I would have a conversation with him about that plan first.
Kyun, I'm gonna put you behind a tree so that the Fire Nation doesn't find you.
Good to me.
Great conversation.
Right?
Say I can actually say I can see if I'll be
They're all
able
messed
to
up.
build you like I don't know, a chair, a hammock, or something for you to be a little bit more comfortable in, so
Ground
that
is
it takes a little
fine.
bit of a load off.
Ground is fine.
Are you sure, honey?
I just want to sleep.
All
I
right.
don't blame you.
All right,
It's like-
well, let's set you up behind this tree right here, and I'm gonna cover you up a little bit with the vines so that if somebody comes near you, you'll at least be a little bit more hidden. And I'll kind of like the and like vines kind of grow up around his legs as he sits at the base of this tree and kind of intertwine it. So it's helping him set up, but it's also keeping him like a little bit more camouflaged into the ground.
Yeah. Okay. So rely on your skills and training for that. Or actually give me a help. Yeah.
A help?
Yeah. When you take appropriate action to help a companion, mark 1 fatigue and give them +1 to the roll after the roll. You cannot help a combat exchange in this way. So you're helping them. So it just marks the fatigue for you.
All right. Do
Oh,
you
okay.
want both of us to do that since we're both carrying him, or do you just
Well,
want
you're
us
not
to?
carrying them. It's that
I know
I
we're
mean-
trying to hide him now. But
yeah, but
since
you
we're
should mark
both-
one for you should both mark one for where you were helping them out, but also mark one for using that skill as well, Hina.
Okay. All right.
Right. It said you're tied
Alrighty.
up.
All right, and then now you and me are gonna go, and we're gonna listen out and see if we can hear anything, make sure that they're not after us. Because if they're not after us, we can go into town. If they're after us, we'd best stay out here for a while.
Sounds good to me.
Can we hear anything from where we are behind this tree near the town?
Well, do you have anything that would assist with that, or are you just listening to the best of your ability? Is there a creative way that you might be trying to, or are you just trying to listen? I think she disappeared.
Moment, I am just trying to see if I can hear it from where I am to determine if I have to get closer or not.
Okay, then I would do an assess the situation roll.
Okay, that's done with creativity. So let me just oh. Okay.
Mighty Odin and
Okay.
real Mighty Odin in the chat is snacking something fierce,
Lucky him.
right?
So it's a 12 again.
Oh wow, very very
Nice.
good. Okay,
This does not bode well for later.
Probably not, but
No, yeah,
Well,
so you
we'll cross that bridge when we're there.
So you hear people starting to like loudly like be yelling. You're hearing shouts of like grab as many of the buckets as you can. Get water. The forest is on fire. So you're just hearing a commotion of people freaking out, trying to gather people to try and help with the forest.
probably the best time to sneak in since everybody's in a panic and frantic.
They need help.
They may need help, but
They need help too.
yeah,
Alright.
I'd say let's try to get him inside first, and then we can assess the situation once we're inside.
Alright. I'm gonna I'm gonna see about getting hewn back up in between us. But I'm gonna use the vines to help me get a little bit more like
Support.
secure, yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
Have it
Yeah.
have it wrap around his waist and then we'll like each be holding part of it.
Yeah. So I would say that you're able to transport him. You're able to get him to like the archway of the village. You can see that there are some people starting to come towards the exit, and they see you guys as you're approaching, and they look kind of confused. And you see one of the one of the guys. He's a little bit of a huskier kind of guy, Earth Nation clothing, kind of looks at you guys and is like, you guys didn't start that, did you?
No, we got mugged on our way here. Say somebody attacked us out in the middle of the woods. We didn't get a chance to see who they were.
What
See, we've been trying to get into town.
what happened to your friend there?
We got mugged. They beat him up.
They stole all of his stuff. Now we're just trying to get
We're
him some
just trying to
shelter.
get him. We're trying to get him inside. I don't know who would mug a harmless, innocent child like that. But
Well, go-
honestly, the world is coming to a bad place.
Well, go and put him in the mayor's office. You can see it's the main building over there. And if you guys are able to afterwards, please come and help us. We need to try our best to like fix this situation.
Absolutely. Let me set him down somewhere safe, and then we'll, I'll at least come out and I'll give you some assistance. You said the forest was on fire?
Like, yeah, can you not smell the smoke? Like, look, you can see it even. What she got?
My God. I say I disappeared in shock.
Yeah, you disappeared in a little bit there.
I say, oh my God.
So
All right.
let's hurry up and get him inside.
Yeah. I know he said the mayor's office. Whereabouts in town is that?
So
Probably
you
the
can
big
see,
building.
yeah, it's like very central. It's very obvious. You can see most of them are, mostly just houses with some stands outside that people might sell some wares from time to time. But you see like the central building there.
Okay. We'll go up and we'll bring him up to the building.
Okay. Yeah, when you guys go inside, you can see that there is like a young, probably early 20s woman that is holding a baby that sees you guys, that guy's coming in, and the baby seems a little bit fussy, and she's just trying to calm it down, and looks at you guys in confusion. It's like, but can I help you with something?
So
Yeah.
we got mugged on our way into town. We're just looking for some place to put our friend somewhere safe because he's in an awful state.
Oh, yeah, if you just go down the hallway here and take the first right, there's a little waiting room that we have. I don't really have a room that I can offer you guys right now. We're kind of in the middle of an emergency, and you see her like rocking this child, and then she looks at you guys. Oh, sorry, I'll try and come back in just a moment to talk with you guys. And she kind of goes to goes into a back room.
Okay, let's go ahead and get him set down.
Let's get him like on a couch or a chair or something in the waiting area.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the cat. Honestly, I think he'll be perfectly comfortable on the couch.
Yeah, it's essentially like something similar to that. You do have like a little sitting area in there with some seats. You can see that there is like a little bowl up on a stand with some like fresh looking water in it that you could potentially get something to drink from. You know, just a real simple place. But yeah, so you're able to sit him down, no problem.
Cool.
All right, and then. All right, I'm gonna set him down, and then once he's nice and posted up, um, do I think that there's anything I can personally do to make him feel better in this moment?
Well, you can use a form of guide and comfort. There are rules for that type of thing. But there are also abilities potentially for if you have any type of a healing ability. I do not know your rule set, what your move set for your character off the top of my head, to be honest with you.
I did double check on that, and it can only be used on somebody who is evading and observing. Um, it says apply water to reinvigorate and close wounds on a willing target. Mark one fatigue to heal an ally in reach who is evading and observing.
Yeah, you
And
could totally do that with him.
Because we're definitely evading right now. So
fair. It's I say, gosh, I think I'd have to roll. I'd have to roll for that. I think because I've
Yeah.
got that under. That is also under evade and observe anyway. So
Yeah, that's totally fair. So yeah, definitely take a roll for it. You'll have to take the fatigue, obviously.
yeah.
But yeah, so 100%, yeah, definitely try and give him a little bit of that good old healing action. And thanks to everyone in the chat that has turned it into a very deep conversation about Girl Scout cookies.
frozen thin mints
I love
are
Girl
the
Scout
best.
cookies.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're like listing the gauntlet over there.
Oh boy.
If you don't freeze thin mints, you're wrong.
Oh, that's not good. I knew that was gonna happen.
Oh no,
What you
That's
get?
that's a 6.
a 6. Oh no.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Alright,
So even gambling terms.
So she looks like she's trying to pull some of the water from that bowl that is over on the stand to try and bring it over to you to like like patch up the wounds that you have, but she ends up like basically you can tell that this isn't something that she's very familiar with. She hasn't done this too much, and starts to like bring the water towards you and kind of slips a little bit and accidentally just splashes it all in your face.
Well,
But
That
that
I'm
was
was-
so sorry, Cune.
wake up call.
Do you feel better?
Are you
Low
quenched? Are you quenched, my dude?
It's the quenchiest.
It's the
Quenchy.
quenchiest.
Let's
so flameo.
let's let you rest for a little bit because I don't have the spoons to keep giving it a shot. If I keep trying to heal you, I'm gonna end up passed out on the floor myself.
So yeah, you're not really any better for the wear, to be honest with you. You feel pretty awake right now, but yeah, you guys definitely he's definitely still feeling it pretty bad.
See, I'm probably going to get everybody some water since it's a nice waiting room with fresh water that might help catch our breath for a second.
Yeah.
Just to try to like just calm down. Maybe that will help him a little bit, bring up some of his energy.
Yeah.
So
So we
you're,
haven't walked through the humid woods all night.
yeah, so that'd be like a guide and comfort, I would say. It seems like what you're trying to pull off there. Let's see. When you try to honestly guide and comfort another person, roll for harmony.
Cool.
So it's a harmony roll.
Yeah, that's a 4.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
Apparently, I
no.
can't even get anybody.
I am not guided or comforted at all.
At all. So like he like comes up to you and like tries to like pat you on the back, being like, "It'll be all right, buddy," and he's like slapping an area that like like has like a gash across your back from earlier.
Okay. New
He's like, "Quit helping."
new idea.
I say, may I also give the guiding and comforting a shot by kind of reaching over and petting him on the head and whispering that it's gonna be okay?
I know you've already done one thing for it. Yeah, we don't
Can I
want
just cry instead?
just cry.
Don't cry.
You guys can visually
guys-
see that Sakari is feeling very bad about what is happening to poor Cune right now.
It's just like this. Just it's gonna be okay.
Like there's a forest on fire and you guys are abusing Cune
was-
inside.
I was about to
Yeah.
say that. I was about to be like, guys, new plan. Go put out the fire. I'll be
All
fine.
right. I'm gonna go put the fire out before I do something worse to you by accident. Let's see. Are you coming with me?
Yeah, probably should let the nice lady know that we're leaving him in here as we're leaving.
Hey,
Let's
thank you
see.
very much, Loki, for gifting that sub. New subscriber, Jake Malware. Thank you.
If I have anything to say that.
All right.
Prime subject.
I'll say, let's go help people.
Okay. So you guys go outside. You can definitely smell the smoke in the air. It's gotten worse since you guys went inside. You can see that it is billowing through the middle area of what you can tell is the forest right now. There's almost nobody left in the village right now because they have all already left and fled towards where the smoke is coming from.
Yeah, what's the water source they're using to put out this fire?
Well, most of them would either be non-benders or earth benders. So for the most part, it looked like most of them just took a bucket, and the ones that are earth benders are more than likely going to try and throw sand on the fire.
So I'm guessing they're getting their water from like a well then.
Pancake,
like,
what you just done? He subscribed.
I used my Prime sub. I didn't realize I had one. My bad.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool indeed.
So they're Can I request one of the airbenders to come over to help me real quick?
Hey, thank you, Jordy. One of there's none of them that are left in there. It's just when you guys seen them going, they were all leaving. But yeah, the only one that you've seen since then was the woman that was inside.
So she's got a youngin' to take care of, so I'm not gonna bother her with nothing.
No.
She's got enough on her plate.
That she do,
Um,
and her name is Tiffany because I did not think to name this woman when I created the things earlier. So she's Tiffany
Nice.
now.
Well,
So
she
we should
hasn't
probably-
told us her name yet.
Yeah, so we should probably go towards the smoke and fire to see if anyone has an extra bucket or where they need us to help out at.
I am gonna take. It's just like my water skin, my little like my water bottle thingy. But I'm gonna like fill that up with the water while we're there,
Okay.
like my little pouch
Pouch.
of water.
Yeah, you can see that there's a fountain area in the middle that you would assume is where a lot of people were getting their water from. Shorty, you know Allah better than I do. Would he have something to put water in, or would he just have to look for a rogue bucket or something of that?
So I'd probably want to use their stuff. I wouldn't want to pull my stuff out. So I'd probably try to take one from like one of the houses nearby, like a bucket or something like that. because you're not going to do much with the pouch.
Okay,
So-
then assess the situation for me then. Let's see if you can find you one.
7.
7. There's definitely not one in the immediate vicinity that you can see. Thank you for being a new follower. Was that buried improperly? Oh, buried improperly. That's fine.
Well, I'll be honest, we might as well head out now since there's no buckets left. They'll have water that I'll be able to pull out of their buckets with my wiggle fingers. So
Wiggle fingers.
I'll say that.
Wiggle power.
Check this out.
All right,
Really different
So
dice.
let's head in that direction. Do you have anything? Do you need anything else for your stuff before we go?
I'm ready to go. I'd say let's just head towards the fire and see what we can do to help over there.
All right, so I guess we're heading in the direction of the fire.
Okay, can you both give me an rely on your skills and training roll?
Oops. Let's see. That is done with focus. I am.
Ooh, thank you for the 100 bits, Loki. Woo!
See, that's done with focus.
What? Okay, I didn't.
I got a 6.
I am gonna use my trusty talisman,
Aye.
which means if I use focus, I use harmony, or
Choo-choo.
I can use harmony instead.
Okay.
Um, so that is actually gonna put me at a 9.
Put you at a 9. Okay, a 9. And with a what did you get again, Shorty?
6.
6. Okay. So you guys don't find your way there quickly, to say the least. Like you do find your way there, but it seems like Allah keeps trying to like act like he knows the direction to go since he was in the forest, and it keeps leading you guys into dead ends, so you have to kind of like go back a little ways and then like start back on your way. But you do find your way there. You see you see that this fire is covering quite a lot of area now, unfortunately. So with the fire raging through there, you can see, like I was talking about, there's the ones that are already thrown their bucket of water on there, really didn't do too much, but you do see that some of the earthbenders are starting to make some headway, like bringing up sand and like putting out some of the fire, but it is a very long and taxing process from what you guys can tell, because it's not just a straight thing in front of them. They're having to like move through you know, trees and things like that, so it's not a straight path for them to be able to exhaust this thing through there. Thank you for that gifted sub, Anonymous, to Dead Metal Hell. You guys are really enjoying the fact that we are now affiliates, aren't you? Well, much appreciated.
Help
Much
out when
appreciated.
we can.
Yeah, thank you.
How many of these people are actual benders? Like, is it a small portion or is it like the majority?
I would not say that it is the majority. I'd say that like out of about the 20 that you see there, 3 of them are bending.
All right. Is there any way we can try to direct them to dig canals like they did in the Avatar episode with the volcano to try to isolate the fire so it doesn't continue to spread?
All right, so you want to isolate. All right, so I would say plead with them.
Okay. Let's plead. Harmony. Of course it's harmony.
Of course it's harmony. I mean, I can't help if you pick like your stats to be non-charming. That's on you,
8.
bud.
I got an 8.
Say that's what I'm for. I'm the Riz.
So you have their attention, but it doesn't mean they're going to listen to you. What message are you going to try and convey?
That to slow the fire from spreading, we need to isolate it.
All right, so you see the guy from earlier. Like he is one of the 3 benders, and he's looking at you, and he's just kind of like, why should we listen to you? We don't know. We're the benders here. We're trying to get it done, my friend. No offense. And you see him just kind of still going about it the same way that he was. Like he's not very convinced, but at least he's listening. You know, he could have just ignored you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, hey, I'm a bender as well. Where do you need my help?
A
Where can
bender.
I be of help to you? And I'll pull the water up to kind of just demonstrate that I can help.
Okay, rely on your skills and training. This is me being mean.
Oh, why do you hate that?
Because you had really good rolls earlier. Now I want to mess with you a bit.
Took all the luck.
So that's gonna put me at that's a 9 again.
Oh, okay. So
It's 7 on the die and then +2.
so you are most definitely able to show off that you're able to pull up a little bit of water, but it's not in any type of a super impressive kind of way. Hello there, horror lover, welcome to the stream. So it's enough to at least be able to like show that you do water bending. But the man that was there is like, oh, we don't see a lot of you guys around here. I mean, do what you can. I don't really know what the level of your ability is, how much water you're even going to be able to pull out of this place, to be completely honest with you.
To instead of getting a bucket full of water, grab buckets of sand. Sand puts out fire a lot.
You
neater
can
than
totally
water
do
does.
that. You 100%. Thank you very much, Lisa, for the like.
Do I think that I could pull water from the surrounding vegetation to sort of rain around where the water is? Like
I would
pull the
say
water
that's
out of the trees and stuff?
That's a pretty advanced level form of bending, I would say. You can manipulate the plants, but to be able to actually extract and use that water, that would be very time consuming and a pretty high level skill, I would say.
Okay. With being able to manipulate the plants, do you think I'd be able to pull the trees slightly closer together?
I would say rely on your skills and training. It's asking a bit much, but we can see to what degree it would do.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, that's a 7.
7. Okay. So
That is technically a pass, right?
yeah. It's
Okay.
yeah. It's just not it's just not like a like
It's not a great pass as long
Right.
as it's not a fail.
It's not a
'Cause
fail.
I have a condition if it fails, so I wanted to make sure.
Right. So you're able to pull in some of the trees. They I would say like 3 of them are able to fall, stacking on themselves in a clumsy manner. And it looks like it's not really letting the fire spread, but it's like a large enough fire in the forest currently that you're not really stopping a whole lot of it, unfortunately. So it's about 3, like I would say about 2 trees wide with how they are currently stacked there. And thank you very much, horror lover, for the compliment about my voice.
Alrighty, I guess. I'm starting to get pretty tired. And I'm starting to run out of ideas on how to help this stop spreading around.
Rune.
It feels like we've tried a lot of stuff already. Not a whole lot of it's working.
Yeah. How big are these trees?
I mean, the ones that she pulled down, I would say one of them was on the larger side, but the other ones were like 2 medium-sized ones. Yeah. So we've got one that was doing most of the heavy lifting, and the other ones were just kind of getting more height than anything else.
So, because I'm just a weapon specialist, so I can't do any bending.
The only other thing,
a weapon specialist, that would mean there's got to be a way that you could use that though.
the only other thing I
Well,
think,
Is there any like tools nearby, like an axe or anything like that, or anything like that? Because we could try to clear off a path that the fire is going.
So I would say that so you are living out in the woods. Do you think that he would normally keep his axe on him? Do you think that is something that would, is that a normal accoutrement that he has on his person while he is out in the woods?
Yeah, I would definitely say I would keep one near me just for campfall and stuff like that.
They're calling James Ron Weasley for the Monday show, which is for anyone that doesn't know, Mondays we are doing card game stuff now with James, our lovely ginger who opened Flesh and Blood cards the other day, I believe. But yeah,
I definitely would keep at least a hatchet on me for falling trees
totally.
for campsites.
I'll buy it. And I'm the GM, so I'll say it's good. You got one? Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably try to rally some of the non-benders to help clear out the area that it's burning towards to try to stop the fire.
Oh, yeah. Can you give me a plead for that one?
Oh, sorry.
Maybe.
It's all good, pimp.
All right.
Sorry, you're being on the back
please.
burner a little bit at the current moment, Pancake. We'll get to you
So-
soon.
No, it's fine. I'm sitting
11.
here. I'm enjoying myself. I get to kick back and relax like Keen. I'm just watching the chaos.
You're just like peeking
completely
out the window.
Oh, I'm completely soaked too, but we're gonna ignore that part.
You're at least fireproof for the time being.
For the time being, it's brief, but you know.
Hey, Rune, I got an 11.
You got an 11. All right. So yeah, they're actually they're definitely willing to go along with you then. So yeah, you're so describe for me exactly what you're getting them to do with you then. So it's now that it's canon.
Yeah, now we're going to try to cut down the brush and some of the smaller trees behind the fire to give it less fuel to burn, and we can use the falling trees and brush to try to suffocate the fire.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, give me a rely on your skills and training. Hina, what is Sakari doing?
I was actually going to ask if I could either help or use my own vines to help cover the fallen trees just to make it like more suffocating.
Okay. So you're trying to suffocate is what you're trying to do essentially.
Yes.
All right. You also give me a rely on your skills and training. All right. So Shorty, what did you get on your roll?
10.
10. Very good. That is a success. It is definitely working. What you guys are doing. You guys are working as a team. Even though they just met you, you seem to have some good leadership skills about yourself, surprisingly enough. So yeah, you are you're definitely clearing down some of the brush to where it will not be able to spread nearly as quickly. And Hina, what did you get?
I got an 11.
You got an 11. Okay, so
Nice.
yeah, you guys are clearing out the brush. And Hina, do you want to describe how it's working for you? Like, what are you doing with them essentially?
As they pile trees on top to kind of suffocate the fire, I'm going to take the surrounding vines and snake it over it so that it kind of pulls it in tighter and lessens the amount of oxygen that would be in the middle.
All right, yeah, definitely. Okay, so yeah, you guys are able to start smothering a lot of it in the general area that you're in. But although the section that you guys are currently are doing very well at putting out, you do hear off in the distance the quote unquote sandbenders. They do more than sandbend, but you know they're the ones that are currently bending are having some trouble. They are only 3 of them. You can tell that they are definitely having a hard time trying to take it on by themselves.
Definitely we want to go over there and assist them then, since our area is cleared up. We need to start moving around to the areas that look like they're struggling to help out where we can.
Yeah. I'll say that's definitely a good idea. Let's go ahead and go help them out real quick.
Probably take the non-benders that were just helping me cut the trees, go over there to help the earthbenders that are moving the sand.
Some people should stay behind to make sure that what we just did doesn't reignite, because right now it's smoldering, but that can turn into a full-blown fire if nobody's watching it.
Yeah, most definitely. Pancake has a cat.
Yeah. My cat's running around with their head chopped off, but
Hey, Pancake. What's the cat's name?
Lemon.
Lemon.
Okay.
Aw.
You can't bring a cat onto this stream. Like, we just shot up to more viewers. We just got like 4 more viewers. When you get the cat back on the screen.
Okay. Here's the cat.
Yay! So you guys
He's yelling outside my door. My mom kicked him out into my room.
So you guys approach to where you can see that the three earthbenders are struggling because some of the fire started to come behind them, and now they are currently trapped, encircled by the fire, trying to bring up as much dirt and sand as they can. You can tell that they're even like pretty much building a hole right now for how they are trying to put out this fire, but it is that they are definitely struggling from what you guys can see, and the fire is creeping in on them slowly.
Okay.
My cat says hi too.
Another kitty!
Yay!
Woo!
I think that I would like to take the water that I had in my little pouch. I'm gonna pull it out, and I'm gonna try to mist it in like a circle around us to kind of try to throw off some of the fire.
Okay. I would say that you wouldn't be able to do it for everybody. You could do that for one person though, using the help action for them to be able to have a role to try and go through. If you would like to do
Okay.
that.
I think I would like to assist them in getting the fire pushed back from themselves.
Okay. Okay. So are you wanting to use your skill, or do you want to try and just get the one person through?
Can I try chopping down a tree first to try to push the flames away from them?
Unfortunately, the area that you're currently in is where they had already been going through to like clear the area anyway. So all of the trees that would normally be standing are already like cut down, unfortunately. None that are close enough to them at least to be able to help fix that.
Can I plead
Thank you
with
very
the
much, Birdie.
people behind us, the ones that we left behind? Can I plead to have more people come help us get them out of this ring of fire?
Yeah. I'll allow it if you want. If you want to plead to try and get the rest of them that were over there, sure. You have to give me a roll
Make
on
it a
that.
little bit easier for us.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see if anybody will listen to me. A 7.
So
I don't think I
you
used
see when you call out to them, you can see that you can see that they're wanting to help, but they kind of yell back to you. It's like, we're a little bit busy over here.
Okay, so it's up to us to get them out of this mess.
Aye.
I don't suppose that I could douse them in water so that they can run through back to us, can we?
Maybe one of them at best.
Wouldn't be fair to the other 2 people.
Not really.
How good of earthbenders are these guys? Can they only just move sand, or can they actually move?
They can move. Yeah, they can do other earth bending. It's just they're not warriors by any means. You can tell that these are just earthbenders that happen to live in this village.
Is there any way we can get them to form the ground into like a point and try to divert the fire away from them?
Like
Okay.
put up a wall?
Yeah,
Or
sort of like a
walls?
wall, but you want it as a point so there's a way for heat to escape. You don't want to completely cook yourself in.
Well, you're imagining that one of the reasons that they're struggling so much right now is because they try to take on so much of the burden by themselves that they've worn themselves out.
Oh.
So they have some earth bending, but it's definitely not to their normal capabilities.
Could they just build a wall? No.
How like does the fire surround them?
How far? I would say that you're looking at somewhere between maybe by a 10 by 10 circle. So they're pretty well boxed in there.
I was going to say, if it's not too bad, I'd have both of them jointly lift up a singular wall and push it down. That would get the fire to dissipate because it pushed the oxygen away from it. And they'd give them like sort of like a bridge to escape.
Just wide enough that they could all run across.
Yeah.
Okay. Even if it only if it only let 2 of them go, I could at least get the last person safe.
Why don't you both give me a both of you give me a push your luck roll.
You love
I
passion
don't have you
today.
do that to me very often.
I'm just trying to like pick different ones so that way we don't do the same one every time though.
I got an 11 with
Ooh.
passion. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's a 6.
Ooh, yeah. So unfortunately, when it comes to Sakari, she's trying to help, but like you're really out of water for the most part. Like the heat has really just been drying up most of it to where you don't have a lot of water to work with, and the plants that are in the area have been burnt. So there's really nothing for you to draw on. But Shorty, why don't you give us a description of how you're able to get two of them? You're able to get two of them. How would you go about that?
I would tell them to jointly make a path big enough for them to walk across, like as into a wall, and tell them to push it towards us so they can come across.
Okay, so you see the two of them are able to bring up just enough earth to basically well, all three of them are helping with it obviously, but they are quickly able to put down a little bit of earth, but you can see the man from earlier that had spoke to you guys pushes the other two forward to get them through it quickly, and then the flames unfortunately come back up and he's unable to get to the other side.
Once they're across, can we ask them to go get other earthbenders to try to come assist the bigger man?
So
Because they'll know the villagers a lot better than we would.
So there were no other villagers beyond the young woman and child that were in the village currently.
It's a small village.
Not very large.
Also, Horror Lover says, love Shorty's earring and mohawk.
No, she's asking their tomahawks.
Tomahawk.
Yeah, no, they're battle axes.
Yeah. They are pretty cool. I never wear my earrings when I wear my headphones because they always like stab into my neck, unfortunately. So
These ones aren't too bad.
Yeah, I have some cool D20 like earrings that I wear sometimes, but I have some like D10s earrings as well, weirdly enough.
There we go. I'm about to get some with a cat riding a rocket ship.
Ooh, nice. Right, so yeah, unfortunately there's only the people that are there that are able to assist you.
Okay. I'm trying not to do the same thing over and over again.
Right.
But there's
Much
not
appreciated.
A whole lot. There isn't a whole lot else that I can do.
Can
I
learn your water bending?
You already told me that all the plants in the area are burnt.
They're
beyond
pretty much
usage.
fried.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Does anyone have any like metal rope or like cabling or anything like that?
No, that is not a common item during this era of Avatar.
Okay.
Can I soak myself in water with what I have left?
You would have enough to at least get yourself like moderately damp. I wouldn't say soaked though.
Does she have enough to soak a regular hemp rope?
What's the length of the rope?
Let's say 12 feet.
12 feet. I wouldn't say like dripping wet, but I mean, you could at least enough to get it to where it would absorb every last drop of it pretty much. Be somewhat wet.
Can we throw rope over to the other man, have him tied around himself, like his arm, and pull him across the fire? With the rope being wet, it wouldn't catch on fire going across.
He might not be terribly happy, but he should be okay.
Yeah, with us pulling, he shouldn't get caught with the fire because the force of him coming over should push the flames away from him.
I'll allow it. Which one of you is going to do the throwing of said rope?
That should be you.
Yeah,
that should not be me.
Yeah, definitely should be me.
Okay, this is going to be a push your luck roll.
Okay. That is passion. Cool.
Can I give help action to help him with the rope?
Like just like yanking it? Yeah, you could get help, but remember that does give you another fatigue.
I know.
Okay, I got a 9.
Doing great.
A 9. Okay. So yeah, the man definitely was able to grab onto the rope. Both of you so you did the help action, doesn't that +1 to the roll? Did you add that to the roll?
No, I did not. So that puts me at 10.
Okay, so yeah, you guys are able to yank the guy across. You can tell that he is very winded, and he's he's definitely, you know, in shock of what is going on right now. But on that note, we are going to take a bit of a break. We are going to take our 5-minute break. So yeah, that's how that happened. But we're going to take a quick little 5-minute. I'm only going to step away for a few moments here. They're going to, in the chat, make sure that you're staying around, because in the chat is how they're going to tell you which one of you won the Avatar Legends starter set by Magpie Games. Sponsored. You know. But yeah, so we'll be right back. People, I'm gonna talk to you guys for just a few moments while they're taking a short break, just because I like to, you know, have a few moments just to talk to the people in the chat, because you guys have been fun, but I really haven't had a whole lot of chance to really stop and just say hi. All right, so it looks like they are still figuring out who is going to be winning our Avatar Legends role-playing game. But just so you guys know, they are getting ready to put out a new book in this series that is based around Uncle Iroh. So, you know, if you are an Uncle Iroh fan, I don't know if they still have the pre-orders up, but I believe if you pre-order it, you are able to get a dice tray that has Appa on it. That's really cute. Yeah, with Magpie Games. So, you know, I'm enjoying this system quite a bit. If you guys don't know, it's from the Powered by Apocalypse. system. So there are other games that run on a similar system. This one definitely has a large focus on the roleplay aspect of tabletop gaming, where I do understand that, that some people prefer more combat heavy system, but if you're looking for something that has a high focus on just the storytelling, this is a fantastic game for it. It's quite fun, and it's a very good one for somebody's first tabletop role-playing game, because Shorty's is his first tabletop role-playing game. So but yeah, we have a few more minutes. You guys just let me know whenever you're good to go and everything. But yeah, we have a lot of games that are getting ready to be coming up. We have, like I said, the Power Rangers game will be starting. The Power Rangers game will be starting on the first Wednesday of next month, and that will be having Ben will be our game master for that one. I'm a player in that one, so if you do enjoy seeing me, well, I'll be back as a player for once. So that'll be starting on Wednesdays. That'll be taking over this slot. So that'll be taking over the slot that is currently the Avatar game meeting. We have 2 more sessions after this until this season is done. If you enjoy it, we'll do more seasons later. But just starting out, we're just doing the first little chunk of episodes and then moving on to other games and gauging how people like it from there. On the 15th of next month, we will be launching the Fallout game. On the Fallout tabletop game, which I will be the game master for that one. So that will be a very fun one for sure, because I'm putting a pretty heavy focus on the settlement building because I bought the expansion, but for that looks like it's going to be a pretty good game. Some of the other games that we have coming up, Ben is also going to be running Animon, which is a Digimon / Pokemon style game that is going to be based around his light novel series. That is very exciting. Our community outreach advisor, Don, will be running Mask at some point this year alongside the Deadpool movie coming out. So it's going to be a fun superhero one. Let's see, what else do we have? We actually are going to have Pancake being a game master at some point during the summer. He is going to be running Lancer, so if you're a fan of mechs, get ready for that one. But yeah, that's just a little peek into what we have. Did we get a winner? Time is almost up. Type in Magpie to enter. If you have not already, type in Magpie. Type it in. Oh, you did. I'll bring you guys back in so you can chat with everybody as well. Wait, one second. There we go. Now I got you guys. You guys are able to. They're able to hear you guys now. I had you guys muted. But yeah, the cast is back.
We are back. We are ready. Well, they're ready. I'm still like lying on the floor.
You're chilling on the couch.
Gonna chillax in this episode.
I am.
All right. So, but yeah. So Shorty, this is your first tabletop role-playing game, isn't it?
That is.
Pancake, you're kidding me.
Pancake won.
Oh,
God.
whoa!
Oh, that's funny.
Kill me!
Wow.
I feel really bad. I didn't think I would win. I feel terrible now.
What? No. See,
You
took
entered
that.
fair and square. That was fair and
Yeah.
square.
Exactly.
I don't know how often it happens where one of the players wins the contest in the chat.
Here. Okay, I was gonna say I'll make it up. I guess I'll make it up. I guess I'll tell the chat now. You know how we received those 3 anonymous subs earlier?
That
Yeah.
was you.
That was me.
Hey, I mean, I'm happy for it. We got to support the stream. But yeah,
I'll support myself.
You're gonna support yourself. I mean, every little bit's gonna help boost us up into the where we're wanting to be at. So it's much appreciated. But yeah, so apparently Pancake won.
I feel awful. I'm sorry. I stole that from everyone. I would like to formally apologize.
Oh,
I'll make good use out of it though.
you didn't steal shit.
No, that was fair and square.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
yes,
everybody in the
Stuart,
chat
this
seems
is
cool
my
with it.
first.
So, but
Oh,
yeah,
me.
so Yeah, you'll probably just have to get hold of Ben. I think he's the one that'll tell you where to, like, he'll get your address or whatever to send it off to you.
Alright.
All right, yeah, but we'll have another one next week. We got enough for all of that, and I think we're gonna potentially have some left over if we end up doing like a one shot or something. So yeah, that's a possibility. Maybe you're gonna have to take that starter set that you got and run a one shot of the game for us.
I'm debating
Oh
on it. This is a lot of fun.
no! Well,
We-
it was me. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, I was like, we already had the setup, so it's like half of the difficult part's already taken. I think we even have like the expansion books in PDF form that you can review if you want.
Oh, that would be fun.
If you haven't gotten the email yet, I can send it to you.
Yeah, it's like, you won the contest, but we're gonna put you to work with it. Yeah, we're gonna take that and turn it into content.
It is a content machine.
There
That's
you go. All right, so you guys were able to get them out of the fire, and you can tell that while you guys have been doing while you guys were helping with that, the people that were helping you guys out earlier were able to come back in and gradually help put out the remainder of the fire. You can tell that there is a large section, unfortunately, of this forest that is missing. It has definitely done a lot of damage, and it would have done immensely more had you guys not been there. Thank you, Horror Lover, for gifting the sub to Big Pop 107.
Nice.
Big Papa M. But yeah, so yeah, you guys were able to put out the fire, but you see the destruction. You know that Kyun is back at the village right now, but you do have various villagers coming up to you thanking you for what you did, for the assistance.
I'll say
Nice.
that's just what a community does. A community helps itself out.
Well,
I'll say we're just doing our parts.
we really appreciate it. Like, I don't know what would have happened if you guys hadn't been here. And you can actually see the heftier set guy coming over to you guys and saying, yeah, it's we can't thank you guys enough. Are you guys planning to come back to the village?
Yes, we have an injured friend that we left behind that we're gonna go back and rest with him if y'all don't mind.
All right, you can stay as long as you need to. It is a bit late though. My name is Brick. I'm gonna get back to the village, and you just see him like really worn out, and starts just walking away. You can tell from the impression that he's a little bit ashamed of the fact that he had to be rescued.
Probably just say, hey, it happens. Like, none of this was planned. We're happy that we were here to help you out, and we appreciate you giving us a place to rest. I understand that it's late and all, but we do really appreciate it.
We'll discuss, everything in the morning. I'm very tired, to be honest with you.
Absolutely, we're gonna hit the hay and we're gonna get some rest.
So go back to the mayor's office to regroup with Kuhn.
Yeah. So you guys get back there. Kyun, let's go with yeah, assess the situation. We'll just go with that roll. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
I'm assessing the situation.
Yes, you are.
It's my creativity.
Ooh. What'd you get?
13.
13. Oh yeah.
Nice.
So you definitely, you weren't sleeping or anything. Like, you were pretty alert. In fact, whenever they come in and find you in the room, were you doing anything while you were there, just kind of alone, chillaxing?
I drank. I want the people to know I successfully drank water instead of getting it splashed on me.
Yeah.
You're just trying to cool you off. So
So I drank some water. So I'm holding it's like a bowl, right?
Yeah.
Where is
There's
it?
a bowl, like a large bowl in towards the center of the room that you can get water from. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just like sitting by the bowl, and I'm like, "Hello, welcome back. Is the forest not on fire?"
Luckily, the forest ain't on fire anymore.
We
It almost
definitely
feels like
struggled to help.
say it almost feels like we didn't do much of anything. Say it was not a fun time,
It's definitely an
and
uphill battle.
I'm going to kind of lean back like I would if I had my vines. Like it would catch me and I would like end up in a seated position in a chair. But because I don't have any vines left, I'm gonna fall straight on my butt.
Okay, after a few moments of you guys communicating with Kyun, you do see the young woman from earlier that had the child. She doesn't have the child with her currently. Presumably, the child has went to sleep. And she looks at you guys and she's like, "Okay, I was finally able to get you guys a room ready. I'm sorry, the little one heard everyone getting all crazy. Oh, by the way, I didn't get to introduce myself earlier. My name is Tiffany. Yeah, if you just follow me, I can show you guys to the room that we set up. Is your friend going to be able to make it?"
He
I
looks a
I
little
will
rough for the wear, but
I will attempt to stand up, and I will be very shaky.
Yeah, most definitely. You're definitely having a bit of a struggle. You guys are able to get you guys are able to get to this back room that's further down the hallway. You get in there and it's just, nothing fancy when it comes to the beds. It's your typical like straw beds that you would typically see like in a village for this. There's been 3 little beds made for you guys. There's another one of those small bowls there for water. You can even see that they have left you some bread and jam. They just out of hospitality for the situation. Well, I'm gonna get to sleep now. I'll see you guys in the morning. Thank you so much for helping us.
Thank you so much, sweetheart. Now this say you are doing just a wonderful job. You are such an angel.
All right, well, you guys
Mhm.
sleep well, and she ends up leaving. So you guys are able to rest. I do not have the exact rules on me for what this should be, but I am going to say each of you can just roll a d6 and say how much fatigue gets recovered, how well
I got
you
a.
sleep.
We're just rolling one, right?
Just roll one, yeah. Keep it
I
simple.
got a 5.
5, okay.
Well, I got a
Pretty well
4.
rested. I got a 3.
Okay, well, yeah, add that back to your guys's to where you're at. Like I said, so I would
4.
say, does that completely heal you up, Pancake, or no?
No, I still have 2 fatigue.
Okay, so you're I would say that you're hurting still. It's not in like it's more like the after workout kind of pain. Like you worked out really hard the day
Ooh,
before.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, muscle strain.
Oh yeah.
Muscle strain.
You
I as
definitely had a much more difficult time than
uh, um. So, are we just taking a moment to mess about the room really quickly?
if you would
I'd
like,
probably grab the
yeah,
bread for breakfast.
yeah.
I'm taking the bread. I'm taking the jam, and I'm going in. I am
Okay.
so hungry.
Let's say I'm gonna take 2 pieces before he eats it all. Just gonna.
See, I'm gonna let them have that. Since I grew up in the woods, I'm probably gonna have like dry food and snacks on me.
Mhm.
Snack on the jerky that I already had beforehand.
Totally. All right. So you guys are able to take a little bit of time, go about your morning. For I would say you'd spend about 30 minutes. Each of you going through different stages of coming out of unrest. So coming out of your rest. So you you do see the woman come to the door after of like that 30 minutes, and she kind of just knocks and kind of like peeks her head around the corner to see if you guys are awake.
Say
You
good
guys do see
morning.
it.
Come.
Oh, thank
Morning.
you. Good morning to you guys too. Do you have any plans for today? Or are you planning to stay for a while? And we didn't quite exchange any pleasantries like that quite yet.
See,
Uh,
probably introduce ourselves. It was like, Amala. We don't really have any plans as of right now. Just came for rest and see where the day takes us.
Very cool, very cool. Well, it's not exactly a very large village. We don't have a whole lot that goes on here, to be honest with you. It's not really an entertainment district or anything like that. Well, I'm sure that somebody could find something for you guys to do today if you would like.
Oh, I'll probably just go around shopping for some essentials, some food, and some stuff like that.
Well, yeah, I'm sure that you'll come across our chieftain, our governor, mayor, whatever title you might like to call him. We just call him, Varys. But if we don't really know what title we would like to give him, to be honest with you.
I'd probably want to go see what the damage was from the fire. See if they need help rebuilding or if there's any injured or anything like that.
Well, I will say, would have noticed by now that he's not sure of the state of his dwelling, of where he lives.
Well, it really depends because you said the fire wasn't like it's only like 10 foot by 10 foot.
Oh, it was a very large fire. That was just a
No.
section of it that you dealt with.
Okay.
You said it took out a good chunk of the forest.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
even more precedence of trying to figure out how bad the damages are. I'd definitely be wanting to investigate the surrounding area.
Okay, yeah, most definitely. You would definitely go out there. Do you want to take someone that with you, or is this going to be like a thing that you trek out on your own?
I'd probably want to take Kuhn with me since he is an earthbender and he'd probably be able to assess the situation of the area a little bit better than just by myself. While while Sakari
Sakari?
goes out, Sakari goes out and does her shopping. We can let her go do her thing, and we can go investigate.
Now, I will say, Kuhn would be, like I said, you're definitely feeling the aches and pains right now. It would be a bit rough on Kuhn to be able to go with you. Like, it's up to him if he would want to, but it would be something that I'm sure that he wouldn't be quite enthusiastic about going on what would essentially be a hike after what feels like he just run a marathon the day before.
Would Kiyun like to do the shopping instead, and then I can go with Allah to go see how his house is doing?
Yeah, I'd be fine with that if Kuhn is.
Let's say
I can do some
I
shopping.
think that I need a big, strong, manly man to take care of all this shopping for me, while I go outside of the village for a little while. Um, and we need a little bit of food and a little bit of water.
Water. Anything else?
Uh, hmm. If there's anything else you need, you should get it. That is all that I'm gonna need for my supply. Is just I just
Alright.
need some water.
Water and food. Got it. I am going to go be just a man today. I don't feel very manly.
Just a
Listen,
man.
you take it easy today. Put your manly muscles to use carrying the shopping
Right.
around.
My aching back.
And then I'll go with Allah to see how his house is doing.
Okay. All right. So you guys are going to be on a journey for quite some time, but I would say, because you have to remember how far back his house was. Like you're looking at quite a trek. Like,
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go all the way back to my house. I would just want to know how much damage is done, how far back the damage is.
oh yeah, okay.
And the direction of my home. Because if it doesn't spread that far, then there's no reason for us to go all the way back.
Oh, that's someone. That Big Papa in the chat is saying that we need a beach episode. Yeah, we didn't really have a typical beach episode. It was more like Normandy, but
Yeah, they did wash up on the beach.
All right, so but okay, so yeah, you guys are able to trek out there for a while. I would say assess the situation for me though, each of you.
Okay.
10.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, I got 10.
Right,
5 on
very
the
good.
floor. 6. You said assess, so that's
Creativity.
like creativity.
Yeah.
That is a 12.
Okay, so
Nice.
you both noticed that unfortunately the fire spread to a point that it covered probably miles of the forest. Like there is forest left, but it seems like there is just a large scar that runs along where the forest used to be.
Ah,
You
crap, that spirit panda is going to come after us.
We should keep an eye out for wild animals, either in need or hungry.
Well,
Don't
most
need
animals
cat eaters.
don't come back to fires, like forest fire areas, for
Yeah.
a long time.
It
due to
would
the
be quite
soot.
some time, yeah.
Yeah.
I know the forest will heal, but this is still so sad to look at.
So you said we can see it, but that it's going on for miles. But
Aye.
does it? Are we able to tell that it's not near my hut? But
It'd be
or do
really
we need to venture more?
it would be really difficult to tell. But you can see that it does flow at least in a somewhat general direction of where your hut was. Yes. I wouldn't say that you can like 100% tell, but you can tell simply because you guys would know that the fire did come from that general direction in the first place.
Okay, so it started that way.
Aye. You would assume that it was more than likely Poe um and his guards that were with him that were starting that before they even met you guys.
I'm starting to feel a lot less bad for that guy that you nicked in the eyeballs.
Oh, he doesn't exist anymore. That's for sure. That fire would have put up in flames. Uh,
Said
so
lift
at
me
this
up.
point, it's either do I go back to my hut or do I stay with the team at the village?
So I would say at this point, we would probably have to, if you do want to go back to your hut, this would be where you would have to split from the party, probably. That being said, I know that you were not going to be here for next week, so this would be a junction to where you could split off. And that would just mean that you could come back for another episode down the road. Maybe not. Maybe this season. Maybe not. We don't know. Because I would like to do a season 2 of this and even expansions, maybe one shots and stuff that your character could be a part of.
All right, then yeah, I'd probably want to go back to the village and regroup, get some supplies and stuff. Because if I'm already in town, I might as well pick up some necessities before heading back.
For sure. Okay, so yeah, you're definitely able to do what you need to do. How do you separate from Sakari? Because you probably have to tell her that what your plan is.
Once we're out of the woods, seeing like how far the fire's going,
Yeah.
I'd probably look at her and say, "Hey, the direction of the fire, it looks like it's near my home. I have to go back and see if I still have a place to live. I'll still be in the village to pick up some supplies real quick. So let's go see your companion, and we'll say our
absolutely.
goodbyes and stuff like that. You can always come back and see me again if you need me or anything. I'll probably be going between my place and this village regularly. Just leave a message with the mayor or wherever title he's going to have.
He changes it, every other week.
I say
The
no.
burly gentleman,
Oh, he's
We'll
not
definitely.
the mayor.
or the burly gentleman. That one better. And we can go our separate ways. I wish you luck with your endeavors and punch that dude in the face as hard as you can if you ever see him again for me. And I will
Oh,
do the
don't
same
worry.
here.
I say I will literally eat my own feet if I do not catch him the next time I see him, because he's got a huge can of whoop ass coming from all the stuff that he's put us through the last
month.
Has it even been a month? Say the last, however much longer it's been. Because screw that guy.
All right, so we should probably start heading back towards town to
Yeah.
regroup with Kuhn real quick.
Yeah.
I'll say I wish we were able to come help you a little bit more with your house and everything.
I
I hope
understand people have to go their own ways and have their own responsibilities.
So yeah, you guys are able to make your way back, but before then, you do see a few people that are selling wares that day, mostly vegetables, because anybody that that could get away with not working probably aren't yet. They're trying to sleep in after being woken and having to deal with the fire the night before. So you do see a few people. You see the burly earthbending gentleman actually setting up, like, he's like working his stock, he adjusting some different vegetables that he has that he's trying to sell.
Is there a man selling cabbages by chance?
Cabbages. No, the cabbage.
Vegetables.
The cabbage man sadly is not here. I know that I've at least included him in one episode.
You have.
Yeah.
I just want some cabbages.
Is there like a silversmith or like a blacksmith in this town?
No, not in this one, sadly enough. But yeah, so you do see the Kuhn, you do see the man there that's selling those vegetables. Hey, kid, you're with that group that came last night, aren't you?
Yes, that would be me. Hi.
Much appreciated out there. We really needed the help. It's a tragedy what happened out there. Like, I can't believe it. This is our home.
As much as I want to take thanks, I didn't do anything. I was too tired. I will definitely extend your gratitude to my companions. Can I get your name?
Oh, yeah. My name is Breck. They definitely saved a lot of us out there, particularly myself. I was actually hoping to like thank your lady friend personally, if possible.
Oh, somebody has a crush.
Here. Well, how cheesy are you by chance? I could stick a little note on like one of the food that you have, one of like the vegetables that you have.
Oh, like I have to like choose which is the most romantic vegetable out of my assortment right now, and that's going to determine how well this goes down.
How your courtship goes.
How it goes, yes. And then you could write a little sweet note, and I will give the supplies on, and hopefully she will see it before we leave.
Do they have eggplant?
No, it has to be a roasted vegetable. Roasted vegetable.
They're not roasted. They're just vegetables that he's selling.
After last night's fire, are you sure they're not roasted?
A little char.
Oh goodness. Okay, so let's there's no way that I can just talk to her like a normal human being.
What's the fun in that?
I
mean, I'm the one for the show, so I get that I'm putting a lot of pressure on you. You could just talk to her. I'm sure I could send her your way if you want me to.
So do you want to try and convince him? You can try and trick him into just citing the vegetable if you want to do a trick roll.
Do it.
I'm doing it. Trick, when you trick an NPC, roll with creativity.
Yeah.
That is Daddy needs a new pair of boots. 8.
An 8. Okay. 8. He gets to choose. Okay. You know it better than I do. Sure. Why not? So you see that he picks up like a gourd that he had there. This one seems like it's got enough writing space. Do you have anything to write with? Because I don't.
I could I'm sure I could acquire something.
Are you sure that I can't just talk to her?
You can talk to her.
Okay, good. Yeah, whenever you see her, if I don't run into her first, just tell her that I wanted to thank you.
You had to write the note. You had to write the shopping list with something.
That is true. I did have to write the shopping list or something. Do I have something?
You would have had something because I definitely would have kept. Probably.
Maybe it's like a charcoal pencil or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a. I like scribbled on the gourd real quick and said, "Does this work?"
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have to do this, aren't I?
You don't have to do it. It'd be really funny. Don't get me wrong.
He just takes the gourd and he writes, he just writes, "I'm gourd, you saved me." Crack.
I love it.
And he's like, "What is this cheesy enough for her, you think?"
I bet she'll love it. Anyways, I do actually need to conduct business now. I would like to purchase your wares.
Okay. Oh god. All right, so yeah, you're most definitely able to buy some a bit of supplies. He even cut you a really good discount for your friends helping, and also because of his booming crush on Sakari.
Booming.
So
Booming.
but yeah, so you guys come back into the village and you see Kyun walking around. He's got too much vegetables for him to actually carry at this point. He's just kind of like hobbling back towards like the main building with all of these like fruits that you see him going along with.
Can I do my best to am I concealing the gourd? I'm currently doing my best to conceal that currently.
Give me a trick roll. Oh.
6.
A 6.
Six,
So you guys walk up to Kyun, and Sakari, you immediately notice that there is a gourd that has writing on it.
You got any? Let's say,
Where?
Is that a gourd with writing? Did you put your shopping list on a vegetable?
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I don't worry. I'm not nervous.
Do I believe him?
You should believe me.
If you would like to roll for that, you could assess the situation. Sakari, Kyun, give me a trick roll.
How does that? Are we facing off with it?
You want me to just use my previous 6? You want me to re-roll?
You re-roll.
Okay.
Roll.
That's what's that? That's creativity. Okay. So that is
pretty
also
good.
a 6.
I rolled good. I got a 10. I got a
Okay.
6. I got a 6,
yeah.
a 3, and 1.
You are the most convincing right now.
Do not worry.
Okay, honey. If you needed something to write on, I probably could have spared it, but I guess you can use a vegetable if you'd like. You also look like you got a whole lot on. Would I still have my backpack with me, the things that I would have been carrying stuff around with?
Most definitely, yeah.
I'll extend my backpack forward so that he can put some of the vegetables into my backpack. Sweetheart, lessen the load a little bit. Give me some of those vegetables. Because I bet that's real heavy, and I know that you're still not feeling 100% after yesterday, after we got cruelly mugged in the middle of the forest.
I don't believe you have to say that anymore very loudly. Anyways,
It's not untrue.
I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah, and I will put the vegetables in there, and then I will also. How do I want to do this?
You probably also have a No. Would you have a carrying pack since you typically like
Muscle
hurrah?
everything.
I just muscle everything.
I feel like Kyun is the type of guy that like tries to get all of the groceries in like one go. Like,
Don't make fun of that because
I
don't
do
make fun of that because I do that. I
Oh.
do that.
I do that.
When I go to make the groceries, I make them all in one trip. I will have like 10 bags on my arm.
Yeah, I
I'll
losing
do the same.
circulation.
but there's no actual method to his madness. He's just trying to like usually carry as many things like in his pockets and stuff as he can. Like, it's very obvious when he has food on him because he's probably eating it in that very moment.
I will like take like I'm carrying it like this, and I would just like pour it in, kind of, I guess.
Yeah, we'll put
pour it
this in
in,
my backpack as much of it
and
as we can.
I don't put the gourd in.
Oh yeah, you still have the
I
gourd.
hang on to the gourd. I still have the gourd, and I'll be like, I will meet you in the town hall, and then I go to the town hall as fast as I can.
He just scurries on.
Yeah, I just go quick.
I probably look at her and like, that was weird.
He's got kind of a funny personality. He's one of them wrestlers, like one of the earthbending wrestlers. So, theatrical kind of people. Kind of a little bit funny anyways. They're a little bit weird. But that's okay.
Mean.
We love him. We love him very much. He's a brother to us.
I guess that makes sense. Let's head back to the mayor's office so we can say our goodbyes, and
Yeah, because
so I need to
I know
get
you
back to my
got
place. Yeah.
you got places to be, and honestly, we shouldn't stay in one place for too long, considering the
Everything that's
mess
happened.
the Fire Nation keeps making everywhere. Ugh. So, on our way to the mayor's office.
Okay, so you guys are able to get in there. You don't really see anybody when you're going in there. People are probably just going about their day and stuff, So so you guys are able to go back to that room that you were in if you would like, gather whatever wares that you have if you're all leaving.
I probably want to have the meeting up in the bedroom just
Okay.
so that we can split up evenly right there.
Yeah.
That way
And tidy
there's
up
no-
the room a little bit too.
Yeah, that way
Yeah.
there's no outsiders listening to our conversation or any of our plans for moving forward. We can have our own little meeting before we depart.
That's fair. I say when we get up there, I'll give you the heads up. I'll say, hey, look, you've been straight and honest with us, and you've been very helpful. So I'll at least give you a crumb of context. The Fire Nation is not our biggest fans. And we are not big fans of them either. So
Is anyone?
that's a fair point. But I presume that people from the Fire Nation are fans of the Fire Nation. Maybe not anybody else.
Well, I grew up in the woods, so I'm not really a fan of anyone. So
I grew up
We
in
blew
the
up their
swamp,
ship.
so it's a similar thing. It's that out in the middle of nowhere kind of living.
I grew up with people. I'm the outcast here.
Yeah, it's like
Um,
I'm normal.
I don't know what's wrong with you guys. I'm
I
normal.
I
wouldn't
had
say that.
neighbors. His name was Rick.
For sure his neighbor wasn't the boulder.
Hold up. I wish.
The boulder
Canonically, Keen looks up to the boulder. That is a thing that
I say,
did
don't,
do.
The
Don't
boulder
bring up
appreciates
boulder
your
around him.
admiration.
I
don't
love
bring
the
up the boulder
boulder.
around him. He'll go on for the next hour. We'll never get out of here.
Anyways, yeah, y'all are weird. The kindest way possible. Y'all are weird.
I think I'm going to give them a parting gift. I'm going to give them 2 of my needle weapons that I use
Totally.
for fighting, and give 1 to each of them.
Yeah.
And I'm going to turn them into earrings like my battle axes.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Okay. So yeah, that most definitely you guys are able to get earrings from him as a rememberal.
Alrighty, let me just
like
Messing with it. I'm just like flicking it. I'm like, ooh, this is sharp.
Shiny.
saying these are from the battle that we just did. These were taken freshly out of the Fire Nation eyeballs.
I don't want to wear this anymore.
I'll say I'm just gonna take a
Spoils
little
the
bit of
batter.
water and just do like a whoosh,
Wash it.
wash it real quick, and then go ahead and put that back in.
You wouldn't mind doing mine too, right?
Let me. Oh, yep. Okay. Hold it. Yep. I'll take yours too. Hang on. Let me just. There we go.
That's not what I meant. Oh man.
I'm kidding, sweetheart. And I'll wash his too, and I'll give it back to him.
Yay!
Oh god! All right. Big Papa put in the chat. You got to read that line if you remember it from Avatar Kyun.
Oh.
Hold on.
Do you have a wrestling voice?
Wrestling name.
Do you have the wrestling voice yet?
The wings of Omashu.
The wings
of Omashu is feeling very conflicted about fighting a small blind girl.
The wings of Omashu is no longer feeling conflicted.
I am no longer conflicted.
What, are you scared?
All right, so you guys do have your parting of ways. But while you see Allah starting to leave the village, you notice a familiar face also entering the village, and it is Garrick, and he is very worse for wear right now, like barely hobbling his way through the arches of the village.
I will rush to his side and I'll say, "Oh my gosh, sweetheart, what happened to you?"
I barely made it out alive. And you just see him hold up this cylindrical item, and he says, "We've got to go to Omashu." And that's where this episode's gonna end.
I'm just holding the gourd. Like, this is for you. Oh my god, what the I was like so ready to give this presentation, and I see Garrick, and I'm like, oh.
Never mind.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, so that is the end of this episode. As always, I like to go around and ask you guys, how are you feeling about things right now? How are you enjoying where we're at in the campaign? Pancake, you're up at the top of this thing.
I'm at the top.
You are at the top.
Needless to say, being on the back burner today. How dare you? No, I'm kidding. How dare you? No, I don't care. It gave me a lot of time to reflect about the story of this campaign. So overall, I think the campaign has been. How do I word this? I can't find the right words. There's no negative words. I want you to know that they're all positive words. I just can't word the word right now. But no, I think the campaign it's an experience, kind of like Avatar. Lots of ups, lots of downs, but overall, I genuinely feel like I can actually learn something about this.
Well, I wanted to give you guys a conflict. Well, I wanted to give you guys a conflict in this episode that wasn't just a fight. I wanted you guys to have something you had to overcome that wasn't just battle, you know? So that's why I definitely wanted to implement this fire, which I've had planned for a few weeks now, by the way.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Needless to say, I am very excited to go to Omashu for reasons. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So we do have in the chat that they like the name The Wings of Omashu, Kyun Nakamura. For anyone that didn't know his official wrestling title, The Wings of Omashu, Kyun Nakamura.
You can thank Rune for that, because mine were terrible.
Oh yeah, you did not have good wrestling names.
I did not have good names. I was not in my puny brain, but it's okay. We solved that issue. So you can thank Rune for that. Thank you, Rune.
Thank you, Her Lover, for saying you enjoyed the stream. But yeah, you're not really a huge wrestling fan, so not knowing modern wrestling kind of like naming conventions and stuff. It's a little bit difficult. But
I've been actually getting into it more now.
I'll
like watch some things.
I was actually at the AEW pay-per-view recently for Sting's last match. It was a very good time.
Oh really?
Yes, I was.
He took really good photos.
Oh yeah. Good time.
You'll have to show me some of those, but
for sure.
Overall, good awesome. Campaign. I really much enjoy it.
And yeah, we're definitely looking forward to seeing you on some more of our games that are coming up as well. Did you already say which ones you were going to be a part of?
If able, I want to guest on the Power Rangers one.
Okay.
And if slots are filled, I would also like to guest on the Fallout one.
Yeah, we
And I
can get you
believe
on
you
a
mentioned
guest
it-
spot because with the Fallout one, I want to have a completely new cast that I haven't worked with
That's
before.
fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. And then I believe you mentioned it during the break. I am going to be running the Lancer campaign.
Yes. Oh, horror lover. If you love wrestling, there is a wrestling game that runs on the same system that we were currently running, powered by the Apocalypse. We'll have to get you the name of it. I believe that Ben has that game. But yeah, there's the same system we're currently running. There is a wrestling game that you can run with it. All right. So, Miss Hime, you got a lot of compliments in the chat today. Some people are saying you were beautiful. You know, some people, you're like the mom of the group, the Katara, you know. Yeah, it seemed like the people are really enjoying it. I feel like I've definitely seen you come out of your box quite a bit since the start of the stream. I know that it's a little bit nerve-wracking jumping into these streams. But yeah, you're definitely coming into your own when it comes to it. But how are you feeling about the campaign where we're at right now?
I really like where we're going with the campaign. I really enjoyed the non-combat conflict today because it kind of showed off a different aspect of the system. And I was really worried that you were gonna kill that dude today. I was really scared.
Oh, I was trying everything to keep that dude alive.
I was like,
oh
I
my
don't know what to
God.
do. It felt very real. Like
Yeah.
it definitely felt like I was actually genuinely afraid that you were gonna kill that dude. Which, to be fair, in a life or death situation with a forest fire raging around you, that's actually a pretty accurate feeling.
Oh, the name of the game is the Worldwide Wrestling RPG. That is the name of that wrestling game. But yeah, like, do you feel like you're getting more comfortable with being on these streams now?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a lot less stressful as time goes on, and of course, as you get to interact with people, you kind of get you get like a feel for how your interactions are going to go,
Yeah.
and it's a lot easier to converse and kind of like let ideas flow as you get used to it. I've also been doing things either avatar related or research related before our streams the last couple of times
Getting in
I've
the
done
flow
it,
of it.
and it's definitely helped.
Yeah, well, and I know that after we get done with this this campaign, you are going to be taking a bit of a break from any type of content. But when you decide to come back, we will definitely have to find some good RPGs, at least to guest on. You know, I understand if you're taking a break from wanting to have this type of a commitment, but we can always guest you on something if you end up getting that RPG itch.
I would definitely be interested in doing like a guest spot or two in my break time.
Totally.
I'm just taking that little bit of a break in between, but I definitely wouldn't mind doing like a guest spot or two to see the other systems.
Well, which is going to be really cool because for anyone that doesn't know, I think that we're allowed to talk about your romantic how your lifestyle. Am I allowed to say that on stream? Okay, cool. I didn't want to step on any toes. Yeah. So one of your partners is going to be on the Fallout series and also going to be guesting on Avatar here soon. But yeah, which is fun because he has been in one of my past campaigns. So we have a bit of a rapport going already, but he is going to be in the Fallout campaign, which is going to be very, very fun. And hopefully we'll maybe even get you to guest on that one at some point. That would be very fun.
That definitely sounds like a lot of fun to do.
If we do that one, like I'm going to be cosplaying the whole time that we're doing that one. I've actually, for anyone that didn't know, I've been working on a Pip-Boy, for cosplaying for that one, which is cool because Shorty actually has a really, really cool Pip-Boy himself. Yeah, he'll go grab that real quick. Is he leaving? The group needs a Sakari. No, so we have 2 more episodes for this season of Avatar Legends, and then we will be that'll be the end of this season. If there are enough people that want us to make another season, I will happily make more, but we are going to be filling this slot on Wednesdays with the Power Ranger game that is going to be Ben gaming. I'm being the game master for that one, but I'm going to be one of the Power Rangers. But yeah, so that's going to be very fun. And like, so we are going to start having Ben more often being a game master for a lot of our stuff. So that's going to be very cool. All right, so Shorty, you said you had a Pip-Boy that you wanted to show real quick.
So it's from the Fallout 76 initial launch,
which me and Pancake have been playing on streams actually.
Yep. So, yep. Never been open, never been put together, nothing.
That's pretty awesome. Now, I do want to give a big shout out to you, Shorty, not just because you came here and were a guest with us, but this is only your second session of ever playing a tabletop role-playing game. So
Yep.
it's awesome to have you here. It's awesome to have you a part of the Artificer Alley family as well as the Inner Geekdom family, because you will be taking over soon the anime show. We are looking for a co-host and guests for that. So yeah, reach out to us if you are interested in being a part of that project. We're very excited to have Shorty be a part of our ranks. How are you feeling about tabletop RPGs? You're getting the flow. You enjoying it?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I definitely want to get into D&D, maybe Pathfinder, but
Highly
this was
recommend
definitely a good
Pathfinder.
intro.
Oh yeah.
So I was really happy the way this went. It was nice to guest star. I wish I could stay for the whole thing, but just not in the cards right now.
100%. We wish that we could, but we do have other guests that would like to be on the show.
Yeah, that was kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to give a parting gift. It was so that I could be reintroduced to maybe new people who come later on. I'm glad y'all invited me. It was nice meeting both Pancake and Hina. It's definitely been a blast. I hope that I can do other shows with y'all later on. And like he was saying, I will be doing the anime and manga podcast coming up. So I'm excited for that. Definitely looking for more interactions. So if any suggestions like that, y'all can hit us up and maybe we can implement it.
For sure. Okay, and of course, I'm Rune, the game master for this game, as well as the producer for most of the stuff that we're doing here on Artificer Alley and in Inner Geekdom. What's cool is Inner Geekdom next week, we're going to be launching our Tokusatsu podcast. That'll be me and Ben talking all things Tokusatsu. That's Power Rangers, Super Sentai, Kamen Rider, Ultraman, Godzilla, anything that fits into that genre. We're going to be bringing you all sorts of lists of our favorite things, news, just whatever we're feeling like talking about that fits into that genre, because it's one that I hold near and dear to my heart, and I'm looking forward to working with Ben on that one. Do not forget, on Thursdays, Ben hosts his podcast here on Artificer Alley every Thursday. I do not know who we have as a guest this week, or if he is going to be feeling well enough to do it this week, because unfortunately he was a bit under the weather. So everybody say, get well soon, Ben, in the chat. Let Ben know that we are wishing him well as soon as possible. But yeah, let's give our few shout outs to everything that we should be shouting out, like Lux and Music, who has the beautiful music for the intro and Be Right Back and all that fun stuff. I didn't run music this time. I was just kind of wanting to flow in my own flow this time without music. But that was just me. Let's not forget House of Games. Did we ever get a code for House of Games? I do not remember seeing one in the chat. I just want to make sure. But yes, thank you, House of Games, for sponsoring us. And thank you to Magpie Games. Magpie Games is the creator of Avatar Legends, the role-playing game. And that is an official licensed game through Nickelodeon and Viacom. So, and if you don't want to play in this era, if you decide to pick up the Avatar Legends role-playing game, there are other eras that you can play in. Even in the starting book, they have, you can go back and play during Kyoshi's era. You can shoot forward to Korra's era if you want to do like a big pro bending style thing. But yeah, so really fun game. They have some other cool games that we are going to be covering later this year, such as Vampire the Masquerade. So that is pretty cool. Let's see. Big shout out once again to Eli Bernie for making the amazing art that you guys see here. Look at those beautiful art pieces that we have. I think that's everything. I believe so. Well, if that's the case, thank you once again. Oh, wait. ALA15 is the code for House of Games. ALA 15. ALA15 is the code for this week. Now, if you go to houseofgames.store or go to House of Games in Greene County, Tennessee. You just have to have Olive15 as your code and you'll get 15% off discount. Can't beat that. It's pretty awesome. All right, but with that being said, thank you everyone that has come out today, and thank you everyone that has been coming week to week. And we are so thankful for all of you that come out and watch us weekly, because thanks to you guys, we are now affiliates here on Twitch. So we'll hopefully be able to start getting more revenue coming in so we can actually put money towards more of our programs as well as paying some of our staff. So thank you very much. It is so much appreciated, because I do this full time, if you guys didn't know that. So I have a lot more stuff you guys are going to be seeing soon. Don't you worry. But thank you very much. If you guys have suggestions of what you would like to see in the future from us, please let us know. I was actually curious. Let me know in the chat as well while we're getting done with this, if you guys would like for on the stream, if I put the chat on there so people that go back and watch this later can see what you guys are being goofy with in the chat. If you guys would like, I would happily do that. I just didn't know if there was going to be a want for that, but there's a lot of you in the chat that seem to be having a really fun time. So I would like to offer that to you guys if it is something that you would enjoy. But yeah, thank you once again. And thank you to Pancake, Hina, and Shorty for coming in and making this entertaining, because it would be kind of boring if it was just me sitting here and telling a random story to everybody that I'm thinking up off the top of my head. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it at some point, see if it works. Not the point. Thank you guys, and thanks to everyone that's watching. I love all of you guys. We will be back next Wednesday, 8 p.m. EST. Have yourself a wonderful day.